absolutely perfect.
Notel and Ana are coming into the tier 1 tower. This smoke maneuver from Pyjamas and CC&C. This could be really punishing if they can kill off Ana at the beginning. He tethers back. Actually, Notel's the one being slowed down. CC&C, he really wants to kill off the IO. He doesn't want the ET. Ana is the primary target, number 1. Notel puts him to sleep. CC&C moves just out of range for it, and he'll come back in with the stun, but no, Ana tethers away to safety. Now Notel brings in this plus 160 damage. To dissuade NewBee, the failed rotation from NewBee is going to cost them. They really wanted that kill on Ana, but the positional play from OG, just too good.
That was just a flat-out outplay by Ana. Going into the bottom left corner there, so the Avalanche misses. Top lane, though, they're still going to get no-till here, I think.
Yeah, and the stuns are out. Ana can't give that much, and that's actually first blood. Remember that technically the first one that happened was the denial inside the jungle. Still shows up on the board.
Thompson, mid lane.
CC&C's getting hurt. Thompson's still going to be a little bit more wary. Yeah, he's got double braces.
He has a lot of seals. He pushes out the lane, he retreats to the jungle, he farms 2 stacks. Mid-Bristle is one of the more effective farmers in the game.
Jirax maybe a little bit of trouble. Seb, he's trying to wait for the right purification time. Jirax going to pick him up, throw him back in again. Yoa, he's looking for a creep to infest into, and then he can start fighting again. Pop straight back out again, up to a lot of life. Harassment kind of counts for nothing. As well, here they go once more. A nice observed ward is in deep, toss in forward, just putting MSS on the front lines. Notel will fall. As NewBee steal his infest is down, and looks like Jirax, you'll be able to steal Rage, so that's all. So tier 1, as you said, for a tier 1 tower, straight trade-off. Anarchy's moving out of the jungle to ensure the tier 1 tower remains alive in mid. But with this movement up from NewBee, they do not want to give Ana this room to breathe. And MSS even looking to steal the camp. Now Notel, actually on bottom lane too, but the stun, it comes in towards the other Titan. The nuke damage is a little bit faster. Yoa able to just get himself away. Thompson underneath the tier 2 towers in pretty deep if anyone wants to try and contest that, but NewBee have pitched a tent right here inside the dire jungle. And they don't want to go anywhere else. Even Pyjamas with fresh observer walls to make it work.
They're limiting IO's farm a lot if they can play aggressively up here.
Thompson's actually dead. And he's so deep underneath this tower. They've got all the damage in the world. He couldn't use his TP to get away from this. And Yoa wants to remind him who's in charge. Tip Thompson 4-1.
Middle tower
and he was the number 1 net.
In a pretty good position here. And what it's going to come down to is the IO's timing. I don't think OG are going to look to do anything, really, until IO's level 15. So level 15 IO with Ags, the faster the better for them.
Smoke up on mid, fortifications trying to let OG's wave push in a little bit harder, but then wrapping around the back. The ET split up, it's all going under the Tiny, but CC&C will tank it up. They chain them together. Jirax dies so quickly. Notel's going to join him as well. The GA from Seb, it arrives, but it's so late. And now Thompson, this chain stun just continues to go on. The GA will wear off. Most of the abilities already burnt from NewBee. The tower still brought down as well. That went to Thompson.
Good luck killing the Bristle with Omni next to him.
Yeah.
That's
a little harder.
Double damage.
But that entire fight happened without the lifestealer, without the IO. The two are still on the polar sides of the map, having their own play. CC&C. And Thompson's going after him. 4 Quill Spray stacks, Familiar drop 1 and 2, creates a little bit of space. Stun time doesn't last long, and well, there is no stun available to stop CC&C's TP out.
OG still got the mid tower, and they're willing to lose 2 supports for that.
Grimstroke's in a little bit of trouble underneath the tower, looking for the stun, but Thompson, easy movement speed to get away. The silence will slow him down a little bit, but MSS looking for a rebuttal. Just some damage into Seb, but one by one, NewBee are up here. The Blink Dagger of CC&C is about to arrive, but he's lost his teammates. Is there a toss back? No, he just blinks over. He's going for the 15-minute runes, closer towards his Beastmaster.
Stomp did not connect. This time OG get 1 rune.
Yeah. They got bottom. They got that from with Jirax. I think CC&C is really looking for a big burst.
Oh wait, they got 2 runes.
Yeah, they got the one up on top and one on bottom. So it looks like CC&C is now just trying to create more and more space. Yoa still not finished up the Radiance just yet. Pyjamas is going to have some issues inside the dire jungle. Maybe he can deny himself up to the Ancients. This is kind of his hope, but it won't happen. Ana will claim his first kill of the game, and with that, the Aghanim Scepter is done 17 minutes in. Trade-off will be the tier 1 tower in mid. No fortification to stop that. Just the ET stomp to slow it down.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's a good spell still from Jerax, by the way. This is super useful for the next 3 minutes. I don't know if there's anything he wants more than this. Maybe if he can...
And dominate a build over on the IO. Ana can relocate in if they find themselves a fight. So they smoke up and they look for it. But what does NewBee do? They hide out. In fact, they then move their own smoke down to bottom lane. They're chasing Ana in the trees, and they need to stop that. They need to actually stop the relocate. They're able to do so. The silence arrived in time from Pyjamas, and Ana totally controlled. He moved his Dominator creep back so he could potentially tether away to safety, but that won't happen. But Ana loses his life. What's the rebuttal? With always with OG, there's a trade. It's the tier 1 tower top.
Yep. And there's no way they defend that from NewBee, but they're buying time, right? They need to get this Lifestealer his Radiance.
Yep.
Lifestealer has not really lose this top tier 1 tower. I don't think it's the biggest deal as long as you don't start losing map control completely.
Oh, found a new target. Grimstroke is actually the Inkswell that Jerax still had. Stunning up Lifestealer. Rage is available. He's got a creep wave to invest into, and he's got some problems. Thompson's moved in through the lane too. He needs a little bit more time. Who's he going to reach? A familiar? Is he going to reach anyone? They just have the Avalanche to create some space with MSS's stuns. Up they go, toss them away. Shrine's still on cooldown for the moment, but Yawar can get live straight out of the jungle. They have to keep him alive. 4.5k gold on Yawar.
And OG, they could Roche really soon. Are they actually?
They're going in. They have
info
Medallion, so why not? Alpha Wolf's there too.
Medallion, Goo, Wolf. Yep. It's a quick kill. Wow, that's faster than I thought.
So
I knew it would be pretty fast.
NewBee can just go for a trade then. It's the tier 1 tower on bottom lane for Roshan, that's all.
But now it gets dangerous. I think OG will try to maybe even high ground with this, because they've hit this like insane timing now. Either they high ground now or they wait for the heart, which is probably going to take longer than the Aegis unless Ana has some ridiculous kill streak coming his way now. So
they're chasing CC&C. His Blink's on cooldown. Pyjamas nearby. He'll give a little bit of extra help, but Jerax has the toss available. Doesn't even get the stun off through the Inkswell. Pyjamas TP out. Takes a little longer, but he'll be away. So only chip damage into the tier 2. And Yawar gets away with the bounty rune. Radiance is flying over. He'll send that straight back as he rage TPs away to safety.
Pretty even game right now, though. But you kind of have this feeling that OG will have this ridiculous fight soon coming their way. After what you've seen in the group stages, how they've run this lineup, them having the Aegis. Oh, that courier needs to not die. All right, they got the Radiance at least, but
they get a little Firelight die. MSS will have some space. Yawar beating into Ana, relocates away to safety. And she relocated into that. And now Thompson battles against Yawar. Yawar, he kind of needs a creep to work with. He needs something to work with. MSS can't help him out. And Thompson, Grave Chill, Jerax moved in through the side. A quick toss, catching the two of them together. They just keep buffing up Thompson. Not even a ridiculous team fight. It's just an easy play where Thompson knows just how strong he is. Grabs the creep wave from up on top. He pull it towards mid as well. So all the pressure from snaking to the tier 2 tower will also just be negated.
OG just have insane vision up here. Ana knew exactly what he could get away with that relocate play. Just the deep ward that they've had for so long. 3 minutes. They've had this deep high ground ward in the Radiant top jungle. And it's high ground time.
It is. 21 minutes in. It's the OG special. Pushing into the tier 3 tower. So snaking. They just have to almost let it go. Fortification will arrive, but until Lifestealer's back up, they can't fight. The new items arriving. Solar Crest is up. Rod of Atos on Omni Knight. They'll take the tier 3 tower. And there's no reason why you need to back up. Not unless a big initiation from NewBee is able to connect. Ana and Thompson, the ones on the front line. Remember, Ana's still got that Aegis Immortal. Yawar copying heavy damage early on. The rest of OG smoke sitting behind. CC&C, nice toss back. They pull Ana in so deep up the tier 4 town. They kill him quickly. The CC&C pounced on by the rest of OG. He won't have the ability to fight again here as the stop. It puts all of NewBee to sleep. Under the tier 4 towers, the Soulbind tries to connect. Now they've actually got anything. Can they kill Ana once again with the Solar Touch? He's just tanking through all of this with the one charges. Thompson stacking everybody up as well with the core spray. They can get back to base, but even that's not safe. One more spray. Maybe Snaking will die. Thompson waiting under the tower. He's just tanking through all of it. A triple kill for Thompson. Nowhere is safe when OG hit their timing.
He just killed 3 with the fountain. Oh, Bristleback, what a hero. Beautiful play from OG there. I think it was an admirable attempt from CCNC to toss the IO into the tower, but dying for that kill without having buyback is just too costly. They can't take the fight afterwards. They don't have enough damage to get through the IO twice with the Omni Knight protecting it, as well as a good defensive stomp from Notel, stopping 2 heroes on the Aegis respawn. They kind of used up their entire tank on the first kill. As we see in the replay here, they try to go on the IO. It's just not enough. He gets healed up, gets Heavenly Grace, and even relocates. Mistake NewBee made all game was going to the bottom side of the map and exposing the Roshan for OG to take, because, yeah, Snaking's dead, by the way.
Yeah, he was trying to force out the bottom lane, but he's walking underneath dire vision.
Basically, what ended up happening was when OG grabbed this Aegis, they felt invincible. Really, you have to push out your mid lane. Oh, maybe they'll catch
a new
Seb.
target. Access to fly out. No, Snaking. Does he want to roar on that? Probably not. Pyjamas dies. Think he better slow down. Instead, Snaking. Another bore up. CCNC. It's the Avalanche. Support's coming in. OG, they've chased way too far here, NewBee. OG owned a tier 2 tower. They have friends to help them out. The Soulbind connecting OG together. The Roar catching 2, Respect being pushed around to the side. But man, the Stomp from Notel, they just create more and more space. And where is this damage that NewBee was meant to have? It's not there. They should probably be very happy that the only person they lost was CCNC.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot worse. The Omnia was just too fast with the phase boots.
They just chase and chase too.
Phase boots and drums. They eventually caught up to him, but they couldn't even get the toss back. Yeah,
now Roar and Soulbind is down. You got a 50-second to a minute window of opportunity for OG to pressure in through bottom. And no Aegis Immortal, but they're about to get, with the Tower Death, it's going to be the heart on IO.
Yeah, in the upcoming fight, the IO either had heart or a buyback. That's something else to keep in mind. Sure, maybe you don't have an Aegis, but you can still buyback relocate. Similar to how OG played their Spectre last year. They love playing this hero that can buyback and reconnect to the fight. And this is the only other hero in the game they can put on except Nature's Prophet. Maybe that's the next one he'll play carry. Who knows? But yeah, he's getting the heart. This kill is ridiculously difficult to
jump in, toss back. They found themselves a target, but Bristleback with a fresh Assault Cuirass. That's a lot of life and armor they have to get through. Yua's giving it a shot. OG have come in deep. CCNC once again just stunned up for control from the back line, trying to create more space. They'll be the first one to die here. The Roar is finally out, but for what a fail. Nothing is really going here. And Thompson, he's the man that's going into the fountain once again. Bathed in the glory of the Radiant. Thompson, he just does not give a crap. Anna will give all the life. This is just fountain farming. Gee, you got it. This is soul breaking. GG. GG. Message has been sent. You weren't home, but we smacked through the door and delivered it anyway. What is that?
Oh man, that was my favorite moment of the game. Pyjamas die with the OKGG. Oh man. OG always have these quirky strats. Honestly, I think this will be the last game of the tournament they get IO.
Yeah.
I'm pretty convinced. It's not because the hero is unbeatable or uncounterable, but OG just have these kind of...
Absolutely perfect.
I'm shocked. I'm baffled. Anna IO, the takeaway from game number 1. I think a large amount of confidence also. But game 2, no Anna IO. We're going to change it up, but we're coming back to another one. This isn't like you're running like a burst style hero with chain stuns. Like CCNC goes second point up in Flame Guard now. MSS gonna send in the illusions. He actually potentially could have body blocked up the courier. And now with a Fissure stun, CCNC, they're bringing him low. Thompson gets a life steal up again, but they're just trying to burn him out. The Fissure wall is gonna break in just a couple of seconds. Thompson, he's gonna live through this. No way, they can't. This happens. Fire Fist off cooldown right now. CCNC, he wins the first one against OG. And NewBee, they needed a win like this. They needed some...
CNC, and he's probably going to be relegated to the jungle relatively early. Thompson's going in. They will get Fissure. Are they just going to be trading kills, these guys?
Yeah, they're going to give it a shot, but my god, MSS.
He got him on the wrong side.
Yeah, that's a melee hero, guys. Thompson, he's asking to hold hands with CCNC while up on the top. Snaking's in trouble. has to trigger off Nature's attendance as Ana and Nortel did their combination. Bottom lane, the root's out. Yawar trying to move back. Pyjamas, he has never saved. He's already used the disruption. And they're almost out of consumables. MSS will arrive in the lane. They're pinging out Jirax, but I don't think they can really do anything there. There's one Stormbolt available for Sven.
And MSS, he had the right idea in mid. Both times he's ganked, he's tried to fake out the fissure so that it doesn't get dodged, as Snaking should be okay here.
Yeah, couldn't get the body block absolutely perfect. There's that fight on bottom. So they waited a long time for it. Yeah. Committed those abilities we were looking for. Going again. He couldn't even die at the tower. He switches the aggro at the very last moment. So only got hit once by the tower.
And you see, he's making use of the mischief. That's what MSS did well when he ganked mid, is that he...
Life a little bit more difficult for OG. Defensive spirits are up for CC&C. So unless they get perfect control, CC&C should always have a get out of jail free card. Bottom lane underneath the tier 1 tower. Yawar just TPs away. That leaves Pyjamas. He's looking some kind of rebuttal onto Seb. Creates a couple of copies of Ana. That's probably the most amount of damage Pyjamas can do here. But into a spin, Ana around the tower. Pyjamas won't be able to survive. While in mid lane, they keep on going. Tops and Nortel together. Spirit jump forward from CC&C. Doesn't have the defense anymore. And MSS can't actually cast a picture, so Yawar has to come in. Monkey King, the stun control. MSS is trying to be there for it, but Thompson still getting the run into the trees. Cuts his way around. Of course he can. Nortel with the slow. CC&C, he's not done yet. He still wants more. TP back, bottle up, but Thompson's too fast. He's going to walk back to the tier 1 tower.
And that is space with capital S. Created in mid by Nortel as well as Thompson. They're forcing so many defensive rotations out of NewBee, and that's going to cost them their bottom tower. They rotated Ana down here and gave him empower so that he took that, and he's going to keep his farming going.
Snake
the
really
uninhabitable lane. Yeah, they'll play the tree end up here.
Actually got so much damage from snaking.
He's fine.
Yeah, he is for the moment. Jirax gonna look for the denial on the tower, and Radiant, no, it's gonna be the catapult that gets the last hit. While MSS catches out Nortel walking up. Understanding that that first little bit of damage from the Enchantress had Nortel so low.
It's a good grab from NewBee. They need to get... So they're playing around him getting... Yeah. I mean, Ana's been...
That's
Omni Slash.
That's a lot of damage, and Yawar dead under the tier 1 tower. Level 1 Omni, but totally isolated Sven.
That should not be happening. That's a huge kill too. Furthering the space between these two carries. Ana got 400 gold for that kill, and Sven obviously on the sidelines for 30 seconds, not farming a single.
Cooldown for Seb. They're really waiting out this mid. Thompson will move over too. Buffed up by the Empower, ready to fight. ES hides in the tree line. Thompson jumps in. Now ES gets the double stun. And space to move back, pick up the regeneration rune. Snaking, however, caught and pushed back to the other side of the fissure. You can't attend that position.
NewBee's lineup can't get this tower. It's actually, I just don't think it's possible right now.
Yep.
The mid tower is going to be exceptionally hard to take. The Sven needs time to farm.
You can see he wants to get in there. Like, he's got drums up and running. Paradise got purged. They're looking for a target. Thompson's probably going to be it. He pounces up into the tree lines. Nortel, well, he'll have to turn into it. Able to get the double stun off. Ember Spirit, Side of Fist coming off cooldown right now. Nortel can't walk away. He knows it. But now if you're going to commit to this NewBee, they have to take the tower.
They can't get this tower.
They can't. TP's already coming in. Doubles in. Ana through the back lines. He doesn't have the Omni Slash, but with the control stunts, the save from Pyjamas, it's essential. OG, the rune, Jirax catches out 3. CC&C, there's no way out. He's got no mana. He's totally dry and dead. And OG love it. That's now the 4th death on this mid of NewBee. While theirs is sitting on 5 kills for 1 death.
And the game, OG will just continue playing at the same pace. Oh, disruption.
He actually
still got the rune.
He did.
And now Pyjamas dead because he used disruption.
Yeah. Actually, almost looked like Seb grabbed that while he was inside the disruption.
It's nice to kill.
Ana looking for his own kill. Stun onto the Enchantress. Ana knows he's got the level 4 spin. The damage that doesn't care about physically attacking in, while Seb hiding under the Invis drone. He's just out of range of the tower, but if he RPs, he'd instantly kill off CC&C. But he's playing the max range of that tower's detection. And the other pings are coming up towards top lane. Yawar farming up quite heavily, but it's Jirax who's stalking him. The sentry wall will be planted. Yawar, he knows he's in trouble. He has to TP instantly, but Thompson's already here. Yawar should not be able to escape this. Thompson up into the trees. Yawar actually cuts him down quickly, tries to juke. He's going right instead of left, but the stun from Thompson checks right. And Yawar into the Wukong. Nope, he's going to Stormhammer it. Cancel that one, but now Seb, man, they just want to burn ultimates. Dropping the RP, bringing down Yawar. And maybe now NewBee go for the tier 1 tower. Nope, denied again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And this is a goofy lineup from OG. They're everywhere.
Yeah, you've got to try as NewBee in this situation to set up a team fight with Shaker being successful, but he went for the mana boots, which makes his big Blink Dagger build up a lot slower. And because of that, NewBee, their options of setting up those fights in the first place are pretty weak, right? If you can't force the enemy team to defend very easily because you don't have push, and even if he does and fights into the Monkey King, you have all this armor.
Pyjamas found a target. It's going to be Seb. They're trying to slow him down with a purge. Snaking will arrive, throwing out the impetus, but man, the Mac gives some extra life. Snake is going to work a little harder for this. And then in towards Ana. Keep in mind, he has the Omni Slash available. Everyone not totally trapped, but they know they can't kill him because you just go into the Omni Slash. So CC feels like he's trying to bait the Omni Slash once again. But Ana doesn't care. He's got living armor. He's got 21 charges. He's got Diffusal Blade of his own as well, and he knows exactly where the Spirit is planted down by CC. So he goes Diffusal, into Snaking, MSS gonna walk in, needs to land in that double stun, just goes for the Echo Slam, straight onto Notel. They can at least bring down the support while the disruption of Ana. Notel, he is brought down by the impetus, and NaVI with through, being out, he's able to escape. They needed him so bad. They get nothing.
Oh, they get it at Grim.
They get, okay, they got something, but it's like getting a ball.
Good analogy, actually, what just happened.
Thompson jumps down, around, looking for Snaking. Trying to put that Echo Save to work, but Pitcher blocks him in, but a 3-man stun into the Wukong, and the RP! Everything together! Layer it like a cake! OG, they would love to get CC too, but he will spirit away. God, it's just too easy. Are they even trying?
Yeah, they set them up for that one, to be honest. I don't think that play had any chance of being successful out of NewBee. But it's so easy for us to say, right? Because they're probably feeling a bit desperate too. They're like, if we don't make any plays, we lose, and if we make plays, we lose. So
it's like we need to try something.
Something has to happen, but I just don't think it's possible without the Sven. You probably have to wait for this guy's timing to get something done.
RP and Wukong's down. MSS is coming over. CC is gonna have a look in the pit. They see the status of Roshan. A quick silence out. The Venom's embrace from Notel. Some in the back line. Highlight Eye. Actually, just Magnus really caught out. Skewers back over. Joins the rest of his team. Gets a 5-man mech, and MSS is trapped. He can't do much more. Now the Omni Slash up the hill. Well, it's all going to go into Yawar. He can tank through that. Ana, of course, he's got more survivability. Into the spin. NewBee still on the retreat back out. Snaking trying to do some level of damage, making Ana a lot lower. Snaking needs to keep the distance up. Thompson in the meantime, killing a BS in the back lines, but now they go for more. Hold them together. It's all the embrace of death that NewBee just have to accept. Underneath their own expired shrine, they go down. And Thompson's not done yet. He wants more. But hey, go back for Roshan, objective-based gaming.
OG are making it look easy. It's not as easy as it looks, but strategically, I feel like they've really got control of the game, and there's so much in this game that depends on tempo. That's how every Magnus game is. It's can you get those 2 towers so that the enemy can't farm their jungle safely with Empower? Can you counter the core that is getting the Empower in the first place? And NewBee's tempo, when you look at their lineup, it comes from mid. CCNC needs to have a good game for things to happen here, and he didn't. So now they have...
CCNC just bouncing around the lanes.
OG just have complete map control. Even though NewBee have wards out, it feels like they can't use the wards to get a fight going their way. And OG, okay. Yeah, just gonna go high ground. They don't have Aegis.
You got Thompson with an Aegis Immortal, so hey, just
what am I talking about? They have an Aegis.
Fisher catching out on 3. MSS still waiting for the perfect blink. Yeah, there he goes. Only breaks the Aegis Immortal, but hey, it's something. You'll take it. But Jirax, he's into the back lines. They see him now over in the trees. He sees so much too. Snaking, still trying to be that front liner for the team. Watch those buybacks if it can be possible to stun on Magnus. Actually cancelling off the RP, so he can't get it off, but there's no buybacks available for the two NewBee deaths. And they need Snaking to have that bigger damage, so then Yawar and CCNC. Time to step up, but the PKP is worn off. Anna goes back to the fight with the defusal. They're purging on Thompson. Maybe with the damage from CCNC, they can actually get a little bit more out of this. Sleight of fist. Finally, Thompson's streak will be ended. Jirax is low as well. CCNC, we get back-to-back kills. Anna, steering chained up Paradise. What else have you...
The moment he gets the solo kill on CCNC, the lane is a big win for him.
Is that to say, like, intentional feed?
That's not what I'm saying.
Let's not go that far.
That's not what it looked like.
Blink Echo's on cooldown, but it's still only level 1, and...
High's dead, I think.
Yeah, that's a little bit problematic. Creates a disruption over on Jirax. Vici tries to create some more space, and maybe they can get this kill into the tree and protect before he can get the overgrowth off. Able to do so, so Jirax is down. Thompson into the Wukong's command, but very much away from the rest of NewBee as they just wait out the soulbind. Thompson doesn't want to leave just yet. CCNC, who's his target? Anna into the Omnisage, but the Yule Scepter is wasting all of it. The RP will catch out CCNC, but defender disruption. Paladin got it off just in time for the Inkswell. The stun control, maybe with a sword hammer. Yawar, it's time to go big or go home. He's looking for the cleave damage, but Anna, he closed the distance over on Snaking. Yawar, everyone's just Delta split. They can't catch him out. He gets rooted to the ground. And the buybacks that came in from NewBee, they want to fight around the shrines, but now it's going to be Pyjamas die falling. Thompson's gone after MSS for a triple kill from him. And it'll be Anna who'll claim the life in a double kill against Pyjamas die. And Seb, he's also looking for his own fight. Everyone's having their own engagements. CCNC trying to bring down Seb. It won't be enough though. The Yule Scepter up. My bad indeed. Skewers through it. Great side of fit. CCNC is actually going to claim that life. But they're hunting. Diffusal blade. Spirit defensively up and back with the side of fist searing chains. He's just trying to play the game until he's got his TP off cooldown in 5 seconds time. Fortification will stop OG from instantly assaulting the base. And NewBee, they're playing scrappy, but they're playing still.
OG's fights are so good. The way they're positioning their heroes, the way they're playing off each other, using cooldowns correctly. Even though the Thompson will
purge up as quick as they possibly can, but now the spin is going to wear off. CCNC still going to slide a fist and then just spirit away to safety because Thompson, in he comes with a jump down. Pyjamas instantly killed off. This is not a game when you want to be a support. With a war cry, they create a little bit of extra space. Snaking looking for his own damage. Is there that blink echo? They're waiting for it out as Anna already back into a spin.
He's so safe with that healing ward. Absolutely no problem. OG lost nothing there. They get the kill on the Shadow Demon. They used no big spells, so all ultis ready. Could try to start protecting Roshan. He can spawn in 20 seconds. Just get control of that area. Looks like what Notel is drawing right now. So we're going to play up here. Keep pushing in the top lane if possible, perhaps. Maybe they're going to cut waves with Thompson.
You got Roshan.
I don't think physical damage is a solution either. That's one of Juggernaut's biggest strengths, is 50 armor. The itemization options for CCNC, there's nothing that feels amazing. It's just, he's going to get this Mjolnir so he gets more damage. Overall, like more mixed damage. Has maybe the... We'll get some value out of the static shield. I forgot what it's called. It's not called static shield. Static charge, right? Static charge. I think it's called static charge. But the guy who has to deal damage here and kill this Jugger is actually Snaking, I think. That's the biggest damage source they have. But Jugger now with the butterfly is going to have all the evasion. He's going to get maybe an Aegis, unless they give it to Thompson's Monkey King again, which I wouldn't put past them. He's way less tanky than the Jugger. He needs it a lot more. And maybe just give the cheese over to Seb. So backpack for Ana.
See, Thompson about to bounce forward. The smoke breaks on the Enchantress, but they have to kill off Jirax so quickly. Yawar, BKB, God Strength, they're going to be able to do so. So down goes Jirax, no buyback available, but in the backlines, Snaking, the man that has to do the damage, is stuck inside the Wukong's command. With the stun from Notel, they'll hold him there. Snaking tanks through a lot, but he can't tank through all of it. CCNC, no defensive spirit available. He has the Yule Scepter, silenced up for the moment, needs a little bit more space to work with, and that's why up, down, and around, the stun from Notel won't be able to reach, but he'll be able to hit. No, he doesn't hit with the stroke of fate. Another banishment by Pyjamas die. Buyback maybe needed here from Snaking. RP catching out Yawar. He had no BKB. He had no goal strength. He had no real presence. They can buy back, but they've lost CC. Thompson just did it solo underneath the racks, which they're looking to take now. Fortification slows down the push from OG, but it definitely won't stop it. And look, he's even with the double damage rune on the end of Ana, was thinking about tier 4 towers. But okay, back to reasonable objectives is going to be the mid.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle
Not pulling a NaVI right now. Take all the objectives, get the megas up and running. Good stun.
Okay,
Seb. just wanted to have a closer inspection of Shadow Demon. Fissure Sun out over on Thompson. Now, again, Mischief. Such a problem for snaking to keep hitting that impetus. Pilot Eye. Disruption. Now the impetus can go out towards Ana. He'll jump away, Stormfall, Thompson, he's in real deep. Remember, Hager's the immortal. He's happy to take it through as long as they can get a rebuttal kill. Ana set up and towards the air. Snake is getting some time to heal up. He's got 9 1 charges and he needs that time. Does Pilot Eye have another disruption? No, it was 1 second away. He's stuck around. Now all he can do is just disrupt the attacking Ana. Snaking back into his damage, over to Monkey King. They really want Thompson dead. He's such a huge chunk of the damage, and Ana runs forward, can't get the Inkswell stun out, but he'll have the Omni Stun.
Oh my,
Together you stand, together you die, together you GG. NewBee are out, OG have knocked them down to the lower bracket in more than dominating fashion. You banned the Aya, which dominated in game 1. We just come back. The Zeb Classic Magnus, Thompson styling, and OG